Hi, Dylan. Thanks for your email again. I got the information. I probably had it before, but it was early this morning when I read your email, and maybe I just missed it. So you said that delta you assigned it to be less than 1, and so I think you've got things pretty well set up. I think this is what you're working from, is an equation that looks like this, right? And so what we're trying to do is figure out a value that we can sort of assign to the absolute value of x plus 2, because we can't have delta defined by a variable. And so if you've chosen 1, then what you're saying is that x has to be between 0 and 1 away from a. And so if we make that x plus 2, then we're going to add 2 onto all the components in the equation. And so if we are looking for a value here for x plus 2 in terms of what it's between, then we would end up with x between 2 and 3. But what we're actually looking for is a value of x plus 1 over x plus 2, times epsilon. And that would be what we could replace delta equals in this equation, right? And so if we flip everything, then also our signs have to flip when we do that. And when we read that and think about what it means, it says that 1 over x plus 2 has to be less than 1/2 but greater than 1/3. Then we're going to take that less than 1/2 value because that's the largest of the two values. And we're going to set that equal to our 1 over x plus 2. And so we end up here with delta needing to be less than epsilon over 2. However, we have also stated that we want delta to always be less than 1, and our solution has depended on that also being true. And so what happens is, every time player A chooses a number, then player B is going to have to evaluate that epsilon to see which value is smaller, the epsilon over 2 or the 1. And so what we need to do, and that's what he's talking about in that part of the solution, when he's talking about the minimum, what he's saying is we want to choose the lowest out of those two values. So if epsilon was 1.25, if epsilon was 2.25, then that would be larger than 1. Like, you have to fill in your values and see which one's going to give you the lowest value, and choose the minimum of those so that your delta is always within the range that will give you that epsilon value. So that's what he's talking about with the minimum there.